What's up, All-Inners, and welcome to another episode of the All-In Podcast, a podcast for casual leaguers. Technically, this is the first episode of the new season. This is season 3. I counted the last episode we did, which was kind of the off-roster or off-season roster moves as the first episode. But really, this is the first episode because we're about to head in to the lock-in tournament of the Spring Split 2021 of the NA LCS, and I'm super excited. As always, I'm joined by the boys. We've got Kevin, Mitchell, and Alistair. And guys, it's been a while, even since our off-season roster episode. How you guys been doing? I know ranked season just started, so just give our listeners just kind of an update on what you've been up to. Let me start with you, Mitchell. How you been, man? It's been a while. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Just hanging out, still in quarantine, but playing ranked. Joined a little amateur team to play for fun. That's about it. Doing a little tournament organizing, which is cool.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, I'm just really excited to watch LCS. I feel like it's been so long since we've seen pro games, and I can't wait.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Alistair? I know, are you still wrecking it in your league, your amateur league as well, or you finished, right? I remind our viewers and listeners how that ended for you, the season.
Well, you know what? Remember when I said we were sooning?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, ended the same way.
Okay, well,
so that was kind of funny. But I mean, we won the real finals, so I'm not that mad about it.
That's cool.
Other than that, we finalized our new roster after our support and jungle decided to take a break, and the next season starts 2 weeks, I believe.
2 weeks, nice, man. That's exciting. But I did hear you were kind of like the MVP, even though you lost. And we got Gigabyte here in Mitchell's screen. I love
Megabyte.
Megabyte. Did I say Gigabyte? Wow.
Yeah, you said Gigabyte.
Gigabyte is bigger anyway. So
yeah, it's her evolved form. Yeah,
it's her evolved form. Well, special guest.
When you don't put her on a diet.
Yeah. That's right, the mascot. And what you didn't know too is that Alistair's hitting master this season, if not higher. I can feel it already.
Challenger.
Whoa. I don't think
It depends on how strong AD carry
that's
is
what I
on
was
that
thinking.
patch.
Right? But so far,
Whoa.
I mean, I guess we'll get into that. But so far, it looks like there are a couple ADCs that seem to be looking really strong. But before we dive into that, what about you, Kevin? How have you been? I know you've been busy working, grinding, adulting. But besides that, let's talk about the important stuff. How's your league life going, my friend?
League life's been going okay. I'm still having fun playing Lilia. I've been playing some of the TFT PvE, so that's exciting. There's some
nice.
cool stuff coming up. So don't know how much it gets patched every day, so I don't really know what to say. But brawlers were OP yesterday, so we'll see. I've been playing new games, so I played Valorant. I played my first couple games of Apex. It's kind of fun, kind of weird game, but kind of fun. I liked it. And then I played some Left 4 Dead 2 because I've never played it before. But I played the multiplayer with my friends.
It's a fun game.
Shit show and I love it. It's
Yeah.
fun. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of games recently, but super busy still. Yeah. I know it's a little weird, but I took 2 weeks off for break, so that was nice.
Yeah, that's good. And I think I don't know if you said this already, but have you actually played any rank since the new season started? Not yet, right? Okay.
No. I don't play rank until the last 2 months. Season 9 took me 40 games to get to Diamond, but I just don't. I think this season I will play more because there's more incentive because of the lack of promos. The promos always tilted me. Honestly, I don't tilt except for promos, which I think is probably the case for a lot of people, to be honest.
It definitely adds another kind of anxiety to the match, especially if you got to go for it for each level, each 1, 2, 3 or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's just I'm glad that it's not there. But I mean, shoot, I'm just trying to climb either way. Things have not been going well for me. I should have listened to my own advice and not played the first month or so, but I can't help it. This happens every year.
You said it sometime during last year's podcast too.
I say this every year. I say this every year to myself before the season starts. I will not play, but I can't help it, man. I get hyped up and it's a new season, and I'm like, this is the year, man. So yeah, I'm pretty much on the same track, doing pretty terrible right now, but that's all right. I'm looking forward to climbing this season. It's a long season, but let's get into the real fun, and that is the NA LCS. I'm hyped that we're opening up with this lock-in tournament. It kind of gets things, going. We talked about this last episode where we kind of like this. Like the general feeling was that, start the season off with some kind of mini tournament with a prize, and let's just see how the teams do. Without having any experience scrimming or playing each other. I don't know if they're scrimming now or what, but just fresh out the gate. I'm excited. And we did do a power ranking last time, but let's kind of do a revisiting of that and see if since then, and there hasn't been too much news, but since then, from what you've been seeing, hearing, reading, are your power rankings still the same? Are we still looking at the same things? Like, are we still in agreement that probably top 1 and 2 is probably going to be Cloud9 and Team Liquid? I don't think there's any disagreements there. Anybody got anything to say to those? No, right?
No.
I would just say that my view of Liquid has gone up a bit just because I thought, the talent's still more proven, but I don't know if it's enough to eclipse first, so we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they definitely have a strong roster, but it's hard to bank against C9. I think I tend to, for the tournament, and we'll dive into this more, but I still think jumping out the gate, I think Liquid will have the upper hand just because I feel like they already have some synergy chemistry there. But definitely those two, I don't think there's any kind of contention there for C9, Team Liquid. Now, the 4-5 spot, or 3-4 spot. Okay, Alistair, you got something.
I think 100 Thieves might actually do well in this tournament as well. They do have four players that are already. I mean, I still think they were top 3. I think they're better than TSM. And 4 of the players are still going to be the same, and they have an improved top laner. So I think they could definitely do well in the tournament early as well.
Yeah, you make a good point, actually. I mean, 100 Thieves is basically last year's Golden Guardian with an upgraded top laner. And so you're probably right in the sense that they already have the chemistry, the team synergy, and they upgraded to someday in their top lane. That's not bad. So, I mean, I could see that. That's a valid argument. Now, in the 3-4 spot, since, C9 Team Liquid take top 2, are you putting 100 Thieves at number 3 there, Alistair? Is that what you would put them at? Okay. Anybody else concur with that?
For lock-in tournament, or are we doing just power rankings for lock-in tournament?
Just power. Yeah, Alistair, let me clarify. Just power rankings, not having to do with tournament. Do you still put 100 Thieves at number? Okay.
I still put 100 Thieves 3rd.
Okay.
For like all of 2021, then.
Yes.
Let's say Spring Split.
All right, because I think for the lock-in tournament, 100 Thieves is probably going to be 3rd, but I think going into the regular season, TSM will be 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, I think TSM will improve. I mean, they just have a way higher ceiling, I think, with all of their crazy players.
I mean,
Sword Art.
Let's see Huni.
Yeah, it's Huni's going to be an issue, right? But like
Huni factor.
I think like Sword Art is just so. Besides Core GJ is going to be eons ahead of all the other supports. And once he gets time to gel, because his English is not that bad, right? He's only been here for a couple weeks. So once he has time to gel throughout a regular season, they play some games on each other. Like they kind of figure out what their tendencies are on stage and stuff. I really think TSM is going to start to be the third best team.
Okay.
I'm on the
my
same
only
page
problem with that. My only problem with that is just that it's a topside meta, and I'm worried about Huni. That's literally the reason I don't put them 3rd.
That's true.
I have them 4th or 5th, depending on FlyQuest.
Yeah, it is topside meta. I feel like top diff does win a lot of games in this meta and last year's meta too. So we'll have to see. But it's also support diff. Feels like a lot of games too. So we'll see.
It's true.
I mean, so would you? I mean, gosh, I'm kind of going on a tangent here since we're talking about top side meta and support. Diff. Are you guys still in agreement that jungle's a big part of that too? Because it seems like jungle has such a big impact in the games that we saw last year, and it's looking like that's still the same as of the start of the season.
As long as it's pro play, the jungle will always be important.
Yeah.
There's no, if jungle's not important, the jungle role, like, what is it going to do then?
Okay. Well, then diving deeper into that before we move on, because I like this subject real quick. And we joked about this last year, especially with Alistair, that ADC really didn't matter. I know Alistair had a big gripe with that. Are you guys still in agreement with that? Or have you started to see a power shift in in ADCs, or maybe just a couple? Is it just because of Jin, Samira, and Kai'Sa, or do you think ADCs are coming back?
I mean, I think the idea that ADCs don't matter is not true. I think that's more a solo queue thing. In competitive, it's a much bigger deal because they can still. I mean, they're still a pretty free win con.
Yeah.
And so I think they're gonna be played around a lot more. And I think I do think we're gonna see 3-4 champions for the most part. We'll see Samira, we'll see Jhin, we'll see Kai'Sa, and then maybe Ezreal because Ezreal always shows his face.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Other
true.
than that, it's mainly the other side of the map.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I do think ADC is stronger this season than it was last season, just because you spike on one mythic for some champions, like especially Jhin and Samira, they spike on
yeah.
one mythic really hard. But like, I don't know. Other than that, I feel like it's fairly similar, right? Like you're still gonna get one shot by the assassin, by the jungler, by the top laner. Like it's still not the best, but I feel like it's better a little bit.
Okay.
For ADCs.
Now, one more question before we move on. I know there's been a lot of talk about just the self-healing in the game right now and just healing in general. Are we looking at like another Ardent meta, or just a meta where there's just overabundance of healing? Yes, I know there's easier access to grievous wounds, but from a lot of the feedback I see, Reddit, it just seems like people are getting frustrated with the amount of healing. And Riot has kind of responded and said that they don't mind this direction that it's going with all this extra healing. My worry is, with stuff like Gore Drinker Olaf or Gore Drinker Aatrox, we're going to have some things where it's just like, it's going to be pretty ugly. Any thoughts on that, on the self-healing meta?
Yeah, I'd say like on release, it was dumb. It was busted. It was the Gore Drinker stuff that I could pull off on Kayn was giga broken.
Yeah.
I'll say that the touch-ups on Gore Drinker and healing items in general has been better now. I think it's not necessarily a bad direction. So far, I haven't played enough ranked to say so yet, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad direction, except for Ravenous Hunter being an extreme problem. Omni Damp was always nerfed, one of the most... Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I won't get too far into it. Free 11% or whatever, 12% Omni Vamp is stupid.
Yeah,
that's so broke, and it's really not that hard to stack.
Yeah.
No.
In solo queue. Maybe in pro play it's hard to stack, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
And then like if you're gonna learn from Legend Bloodline, you do not introduce Omni Vamp into an ability healing rune that you can run secondary tree.
Definitely.
Other than that, I mean, there's a few outliers, but my only issue with the healing is that the Grievous items aren't that good.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem. I don't think I think healing leaves room for outplay, which is a good thing to have for exciting fights. Like I don't want everyone just to blow up like they did last season. And if the answer is to tactically click buttons to heal at the right times with rewards for doing it right, that's okay with me. But I shouldn't like look at the Grievous wound item and recoil in horror as I look at how awful some of them are. Some of them just feel like the worst thing to build in the world. God, it is awful.
Yeah.
The item, like I look at the finalized item, like I'd much rather have armor pen on this. Like I don't know why you gave me all these random stats I don't want. I just want armor pen on it.
20 AD, by the way.
It's
a full item.
Yeah,
yeah. 20, what is it, like 20 AD? It has like attack speed or something on it now.
Attack speed,
yeah,
move
20
speed,
AD, 25 attack speed, 7% movement speed, 20% crit, and the improved Grievous, which is such a joke.
It needs to be a little bit harsher on the Grievous penalty. Like if you activate what its condition, it should do more, and then it needs to just be a better item. It's just pretty garbage right now.
Yeah. I think definitely the better item thing is like a big deal. I think like it maybe the 40% is fine, and then upgrades to 50% when you like complete the item, but it just like it itself needs to be a better item, right? Like Morello's is not a very good item. Thornmail is like an okay item, right? But they're not like good items, so you don't feel great like buying it because you don't do a lot of damage, right? So you cut their healing, but also your damage is lower, so it almost feels the same, like you didn't actually do anything. Yeah,
a good point. I wonder how they'll be able to maybe mitigate that somehow where it does feel a little bit better. I'm along the same lines, and those items don't feel great. It's like a necessity, but I never feel like, all right, we're ready. Like we're ready to go. It still feels just like I have to get it to at least have a chance. So that's some good discussion, and maybe as the season starts going, we'll get back into some of these meta discussions because we haven't seen what pros are doing yet. I've watched a little bit of the LPL.
I've been watching LPL.
Yeah, and so I mean it's interesting to see what they're. I've been seeing a lot in Italy.
It's the same meta, man.
It's the same. Yeah,
it's
exactly
the same meta.
It's the same.
Yeah,
It's almost the exact same meta. I'm like seeing a little more Olaf, right? Because he's broken the core drinker.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's the same champions.
Graves, yeah, Lilia,
and
Nilly.
Yeah, and then you got Samira added in there too.
Yes.
But yeah, it's the same.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go back to our power rankings then. So we talked about C9.
It was a
Team
long
Liquid.
tangent.
It was a long tangent, but once we get going, we might as well head down that rabbit hole. And then we talked about kind of maybe interchanging 100 Thieves and TSM around there. Now let's look at 4 and 5. Who do you think? We still got Evil Geniuses, FlyQuest even maybe. CL. I don't know if you guys would put CLG in there. No.
Oh, quick thing about CLG is both Broxta and Finn are still in EU currently.
I heard there might be some visa issues.
So they got some visa issues. So supposedly Solo is their top laner and their jungler is Griffin, who is formerly Wiggly. So Wiggly is their jungler.
Say what? He changed his name, huh?
Yeah, he changed his name, yeah.
Okay. All right, well, I mean...
he'll get a power
CLG 10.
Yeah.
CLG
10. Yeah,
think
maybe.
Solo isn't
I
that
think
different from Finn, but
I think Solo's a bit better than Finn. I don't know. You can at least play.
I mean,
Wiggly was not that impressive.
I'm happy that Solo found a job, even if it might be temporary, but maybe he'll shine. Bro.
Imagine Finn comes all the way here.
I know.
He comes all the way here just to get benched by Solo.
A lot of players
have
that experience here in NA. It's NA special.
Yeah.
I guess speaking on that real quick, I mean, here we go, little tangent. Have you guys watched any of Perk's play yet? I mean, what do you think so far of his solo queue games?
He's kind of running it. Not gonna lie.
Running it. Is it the NA? Is it the NA solo queue experience, or is he just like? Is it the mentality like I'm in NA, nothing really matters? And
I don't know. I feel like when he streams for G2, he always is like pops off like crazy, but he's kind of just been playing bad at solo queue from what I've been watching.
Yeah.
Like I watch a stream every now and then. I don't know. We'll see. I think he's just limit testing, right? He's just giving people false hope. Jensen is like, oh wait, he's running it in solo queue. We can win, guys, and he just gets smurfed on.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. We don't want to overreact, but maybe we do. I don't know. It's just, you're wondering what you're going to see because again, that's a big price tag for him to come over, and so expectations are high from the get-go. So hopefully that doesn't translate into the pro play. Again, it's way too early to even start criticizing. All right, let's go back to 4 and 5, possibly 6 here. Who do you guys think, or what teams do you think go in this area? You guys thinking? I'm thinking Evil Geniuses, maybe.
I'm thinking Evil Geniuses maybe a bit lower for me. Maybe. Yeah.
I put EG at 6th.
Yeah,
EG at 6? Okay.
I'm feeling like a 6th, 7th for EG. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who are you putting above them?
FlyQuest, I think.
I have FlyQuest above them.
FlyQuest TSM for me.
Yeah, FlyQuest, TSM, 100 Thieves, all in that sort of area.
Yep, that's my top 5 as well.
Yeah, I just like FlyQuest has a lot of new players, right? But they have really good new players, from C9 Academy. But I think something that's like that I take FlyQuest over EG is just like their structure, their company structure, their coaching. Like FlyQuest has been able to actually consistently improve year from year and take like sort of like B stars, right? Not superstars, but like the B star players and make a really good team and get to second place.
Yeah.
That's impressive. And then you see like EG actually get really insane players like Bang, Svenskeren, Jizuke, and actually just like not do very well at all. So I'm not super hyped on EG's coaching. And it looks like they did more of the same, right? They got Impact, they got Deathly, they got Ignar, like a lot of like good players previously who I don't know if they're going to be able to coach very well. So,
okay. In my mind, I actually think I would put, I mean, even though it would be right around the same area, I think Evil Geniuses over FlyQuest, in my opinion. I don't know. Like, I'm going off the fact that, hopefully Jizuke doesn't go off the rails. But, I mean, there's a little bit. I mean, we saw some good plays from him. And I still believe in Sven Skaren, and I do think the rest of their roster looks pretty decent. I do agree with you on the coaching point. This is a new season, though, but I think you're right in the fact that FlyQuest has definitely shown that they can make players who people count out and make them into a team that surprises everybody, and they've done that consistently. So we'll have to see. On paper, to me, I think Evil Geniuses looks slightly better, but again, that's like same tier area. And then I guess the bottom, I mean, are basically the teams that have all pretty much new players. We're talking about Golden Guardians, Immortals, Dignitas. I guess you could put CLG in there, even though, we kind of mentioned them. But anything y'all want to say about that bottom tier? I mean, it's not worth arguing who's going to be the best of the bottom or the worst of the worst. I think everybody's kind of expecting them. And if anybody finishes above the halfway point, that's a surprise, and that's an unexpected surprise. So, any thoughts on that, though?
I mean, the teams look overall better.
Yeah, they do look better. There's a lot more newer talent, like the Blaze Olive, Revenge. We've gone through all the names, but I'm glad that at least a few newer talents and names are in the league. Like, some of them are important, but it's exciting. Like, yeah. I think NA's pretty much evolved or devolved, depending on who you ask, to this, like, it's kind of like MLS, where like some of the cool names come over, some of the best NA players are playing too now. Let's see what happens. Yeah. And I'm okay with that being what NA's like, if it means that we have good games that aren't awful. We had some pretty good games last season. Definitely. So I think it's trending slightly positively.
Yeah.
Then again, we didn't do well at Worlds. So.
We did terribly at Worlds, guys.
We did par at Worlds except for one of our teams.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say that, like, watching LPL is so fun because it's just so aggressive all the time, and you love seeing all these outplays. I don't expect NA to be on that level. I just don't want it to be like a farm fest, and
it's not going to be.
Yeah, and the way that the meta is, and the way that the game has been, made with all the dragons and the neutral objectives, it does allow for a quicker pace game, and I like that, and I believe that's Riot's intention. It's kind of like the NBA trying to make the game more offensive focused, because it's just more exciting. You don't want to see teams farm it out for 30-40 minutes and then we see a team fight, so I'm excited to see that. Any last things on any of the rosters before we get into predictions for this weekend?
Yeah, I want to say I'm actually kind of hyped about Immortals. I like Immortals' roster. Like,
take a look at that.
They got what's his face, Insanity in the mid lane. Mm-hmm. He's still there, right? I actually thought he was pretty good for a rookie, considering how bad his team was last year. He was like so close to clutching out wins. Like, he was put in a position where everything was kind of on him, and if he made the good play, he would have won, but since he made the mistake, they lost. Like, now that he's coming into a second year, a full year, hopefully, like, maybe we can see him actually come into a real carry role for Immortals. Yeah. I'm also pretty hyped about Raze, their ADC.
From OCE, right?
Yeah, I think he, like, was considered better than both Lost and FBI when they were back in their domestic regions. Mm-hmm. So now that he's finally over here, FBI was considered who he was the best bot lane last year, supposedly, right? So maybe Raze turns out really good. I'm stoked for that. Yeah.
Oh. And didn't you mention Revenge being like a god tier solo queue player, right? I mean, it's
really good at solo queue. Yes. Kind of bad at an academy, but yeah.
Well, you never know. Hopefully things pan out. But yeah, I'm glad you mentioned them. It will be exciting to see just all the new players in general. Like, this is what we've been wanting for. I think it evident more so last year when we were like, let's get the new players in there and give them a chance, let them develop. And so we definitely have more opportunities to see that. Now, let's get into predictions for this weekend. So the tournament starts Friday. First of all, I'm already hyped that we have lots of games all 3 days for this split. It's tons of games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So more league, which means more games to take a look at. But let's go ahead and just go right into into what is it, Friday? So the 15th, first game, 100 Thieves versus TSM. I know. I want to see Alistair's pick first because I know he already said 100 Thieves. Is that who you're picking, Alistair? Since you,
I am.
Okay, makes sense. I mean, you know who I'm going for. I don't.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, 100 Thieves, right? Based on record.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm picking 100 Thieves because I mean it's literally just a better team than the old Golden Guardians.
Okay.
And the only thing they were struggling with was their top before.
Yeah, they're hard
and they're
struggling.
mid.
Okay.
To be fair, but I just think that this 100 Thieves is stronger than before. So they will open up a lot of space for Closer. Hopefully. I mean, maybe he'll just play as if he's like, wait, I'm not on one of the worst teams anymore. What do I do?
Yeah. I'm going TSM will lose. I'm going 100 Thieves. Just a little bit of bait.
Wait, need the coin.
I know. I was going to.
Oh yeah,
ask
we
you.
need the coin. Okay, good.
Hold on. Let me explain. If this is your first time listening, we do predictions, right? We do all this stuff, but we always talk about and joke about how games are really just coin flips. So we like to see if the coin is actually better at us at predicting. Last season, it wasn't. Thankfully,
it was terrible.
It showed that we with the brains had a little bit better predicting power. But hey, let's try it again. What's the coin say there, Alistair?
All right, so heads is 100 Thieves, correct?
Sure.
I dropped the coin.
You picked the rules, man.
There it is. The coin's already throwing a fit, man.
All right, the coin's out.
He's rigging the coin behind the scenes.
If the coin is smart, he knows to go for TSM, honestly.
All right, it was 100 Thieves as well. So.
Hey, smart coin. That's a good coin right there.
Hey, look, either way, regardless, I think that should be a good game. I think those rosters are, pretty close. And
I hope so. I'm fully expecting TSM to not have any of their shit together. Like they have a bunch of new players and they have a coach who's never coached before.
Oof.
Like they have Huni. They're gonna be just think about their team, right? Huni is YOLO, go in, carry top, and Power of Evil is please let me farm to 25 minutes. Their team could not be more mismatched.
Here is a question for you guys, and I'm gonna write this down because it would be pretty funny to revisit later. Do you think at any point in this whole season, not just the split, this whole season, that Bjergsen says, "F it, I'm coming back"?
It's possible just because of Double If setting that precedent. Veteran player, watch a bunch of other people.
All right, so let me.
I mean, Double F doesn't say he was retiring though. He was just taking a break to stream. But I can very strongly imagine if I was a coach and I just watched someone play worse than me for enough time, I would sit it. Now the thing is that would he come back to play for TSM? It's probably not likely because Power Evil has been so good for so long, consistency wise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's not at a level where Bjergsen subbing in would make any sense.
I don't know if Bjergsen would leave
but
TSM,
it's TSM.
Yeah, I don't know.
If he leaves TSM, then but he shouldn't, right? Because he has ownership. Can he even play on another team without ceding ownership?
He has to give up. He has to give up his ownership,
which is not worth it. There's unless that team literally had a rigged route to world champion. There was no reason he would.
Okay, well let's say this.
Fnatic
Let's say not really. Okay,
God. Get Rex Niski.
That would be good.
Don't do that to me. I don't. Bjerg leaves, I'll be so sad.
Yeah, he might actually. That would be a straight upgrade for them.
I mean, Niski gets cucked by Bjergsen again. Oh my god.
Okay, let me rephrase the question though. So do you think Bjergsen could come back, even if it's not come back as replacement, but maybe subbing in? For example, we talked about how Power of Evil likes these carry style mid laners, but maybe they're in need of a Zillion. Or I don't know, the supportive type mid laner.
I don't see it this year.
Okay.
I don't. In 2021, I say no. I could see it next year. If TSM doesn't make it to Worlds, I could see it next year, right? But this year, I don't think so. I think he'll want to give coaching a full experience.
Yeah.
If he wants to give coaching the full effort, everything he's got, you got to go through the hardships. You got to go through watching your mid lane run it. And you have to be able to coach them to not run it, right? Because if he just subs in as soon as his mid laner starts running it, he's not a real coach.
Yeah.
He gives up on being a coach. Yeah. So I don't think he's that type of person.
Okay, so
Double Lift is though. Double Lift totally
Double
is.
Lift totally is. Kevin, you said no, right? You said no, right, Kevin? Or did you say
no to
No to
I
Bjergsen
said
coming
no.
back. No. Okay.
No,
Alistair?
it's definitely a possibility, but
I'm similar.
unless PoE loses his mind, like being coached by Bjergsen, I don't see it happening.
That'd be
PoE
hilarious.
goes back to EU, plays on Misfits.
Oh
I
my
honestly
God.
think the best chance we get of Bjergsen coming back is Fnatic Bjergsen, and I'm serious about that.
That'd be so
But do you
crazy.
think it's going to happen this season?
No, I don't.
Okay, no.
Yeah, no.
No, I don't think it's going to happen. Period.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to say no then. I want my heart wants to say yes because I just want
Why are
to
you
play
such a PoE hater, man?
I'm
PoE is
not
good.
a PoE hater.
You are a PoE hater. You've been. Look, I can see it.
You can see
I feel it.
I hated him before because he would always beat Bjergsen. I hate him now because he replaced Bjergsen.
Yeah, he's actually Bjergsen's kryptonite.
He's Bjergsen's kryptonite. Bjergsen's my dude, man. Okay, fine, whatever. Moving on. All right, next next game, CLG Team Liquid. Does anybody have CLG here?
I have CLG losing.
Anybody?
I was like,
they're gonna have
what?
subs.
So
They're gonna have
TL.
subs, man.
Wait,
it's gonna be
who's-
even worse.
CLG's heads. They're
Yeah. So that's the coins vote.
CLG. All right,
CLG?
He's dumber. I mean, he did vote 100 Thieves, so the coin
Yeah.
is stupid. Okay, let's go. Cloud9 versus EG. Cloud9.
Cloud9, man, not even close.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Although it would be funny if EG beat them. It would be really funny because EG took a game off them at that time when they were like crazy
Coin
undefeated.
is also Cloud9.
All right,
That's
good.
3 heads in a row.
Rigged.
Let's see. Dignitas FlyQuest.
Rigged coin. This is a tough one. I think because
Really?
Dignitas has a lot more veterans on it, they could come out the gate a lot stronger, right? Like this lock-in tournament is gonna be different from our power rankings, in my opinion. Because FlyQuest, they have a bunch of rookies. They're going straight into a tournament, not like regular season.
True.
They're gonna need time to, sort of get their shit together.
Okay. Fair
This is
argument.
a tough one, so I'm gonna go last.
They both have 3 rookies.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah, they both have 3 rookies.
True. Yes, they do. They do. Okay, I'm going FlyQuest. Yeah,
Okay. FlyQuest.
I'm the same way.
going FlyQuest.
FlyQuest is a bigger bet because there's a lot more like new blood here, but I'm more excited by FlyQuest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strangely.
All right. Coin is Coin is Dig.
Hey, nice.
Also, let me add in before you say your vote. That Dig doesn't have a coach listed.
Oh, they
So-
don't.
That's interesting.
I don't know if that's just because League P is not updated or Game P is not updated, but like that made me worried when I looked at it a while ago, and I was like, has it updated yet? Nope.
Yeah.
So they don't have an official coach somewhere.
They do have fake God Soligo though. Ooh, that's kind of hype.
I'm going Dignitas.
I convinced you.
Yes, you did convince me.
I convinced
I'm glad
ya.
I listened to you before I said anything. I listened before I spoke. That's words of wisdom from an old boomer right here.
Yeah.
Listen to
Fake
what
God
they say.
Soligo.
Yeah.
They have experience in LCS, but to be fair, while they're in academy, they were getting smurfed on by the C9 academy players. So
Yeah.
it's like a little bit of, tug and pull
A
there.
lot of people get smurfed on in academy when they're not trying.
Yeah. Huni?
A lot of people
Is
get
that what
smurfed
you're
on when they're
trying-
not trying.
I mean, we saw Dardark play like absolute dog for a while in the
Yeah.
academy, and then come back and do well at some points.
Yeah.
But I mean, his attitude is very well known.
I really agree with Mitchell's point here. I just think that the fact that they have just more experience, they, at least in this league, I think they'll be much better off the get go. But I do think FlyQuest will be better later on. Okay, last game of that day is Golden Guardians versus CLG. I don't think anybody wants to see that game.
I want to see it, dude. I'm curious.
I mean, I
Golden
think
Guardians versus CLG.
I'll go first. I think CLG will win that one.
Dude, it's Stixay's old team. Stixay's on Golden Guardians, right? He's
That's
been
right.
playing his own team. That's gonna be interesting. It's 4 rookies versus a ton of veterans,
Uh-huh.
but it's a bunch of boomer veterans, right? Ooh,
I'm CLG.
dude, I want to go Golden
CLG.
Guardians, man.
Are you going Golden
CLG.
Guardians?
I'm thinking about it. I'm
That's not
pondering.
official yet. Okay, what about you,
It's
Kevin?
not official.
Do you have a votes yet?
Yeah, for me, They both are pretty unexciting.
I know.
rosters.
It's like again. We always run into this problem where it's like harder to decide the worst teams because it's just
Yeah,
like,
it is.
I
Yeah.
will choose CLG personally.
Y'all are scared of the rookies.
I am scared of the rookies. I have no idea what
For
that
the
team's going to
same
do. I
reason
just
I
know
picked Dig over
if Stixay's
Fly.
the veteran that you pick to build a team around, that's a problem to me. That's a problem. He's never been
That's a
known to
good
be
point.
the vocal player who like shot calls or leads,
Yeah,
right?
he's
So
super quiet.
maybe he's a good teacher in private, but like I can't see him being the leader figure here. So who's going to lead?
Correct.
I'm going
They could be
Golden
good
Guardians,
players, though.
guys.
Mitchell.
I don't care how
Wild
many
card.
rookies there are. CLG's org is so bad. I just don't care. CLG's org, they have the worst coaching, they have the worst management decisions. I think they're going to actually bring in 5 veterans and lose to a rookie team. I would not be surprised at any point. I mean, CLG
shoot.
had a bunch of veterans last season, losing to like teams with half rookies, right?
Yeah.
Like
You're
they've
not
done
wrong.
worse.
I wish you were, but you're not.
Yeah, 10th place, by the way.
Okay. All right. What does the coin
Yeah.
say? Alistair, did you flip that?
Coin went CLG.
Okay, so it's
Wow.
Mitchell's the lone wolf. I like it. Okay.
Hey, I played a win. Okay,
I
I played
played
a
a
win
win.
predictions.
All right. You've been the winner quite a bit.
I've won
so,
twice.
Yeah, you won.
Both years.
Not this season, buddy. Just kidding. I don't know. All right, Saturday, first game's Immortals against Evil Geniuses. Oh, I'm going with my boys EG.
Immortals versus EG. It's another case of veterans versus rookies, right?
Pretty much.
That's a tough one.
It'll be fun to watch. I'm more excited to watch that one than the Golden Guardian CLG, just because
I'm
like the
really
Immortals
excited
roster.
about Immortals. Like Xerxes, we haven't talked about him yet.
Yeah.
He had a rough time last year, but Xerxes always been really, really good. Like
Mhm.
really communicative. Like he's like the Xmithy of EU, I feel like.
Yeah.
So I'm going Immortals. I'm on the NA rookie hype train, guys. I'm
Alright.
voting all NA rookies.
I'm with you. I'm Immortals as well.
Okay.
Let's
all right.
go. Let's fucking go.
Kevin, you stand with the Boomers or the Zoomers?
I'm going with the boomers because
That's right.
I'm a boomer too.
Yeah, that's
You are,
right.
yes.
buddy.
I say a roster with Impact, Sasuke, and Jizuke and Ignar on it, and definitely as a AD carry. That's a lot of known factors that I
Yeah.
think should just do better. I do think I am very high on Xerxes personally,
Mhm.
but from what I've seen of Insanity, I thought he was okay, and then Revenge, I have no idea. He could be a solo queue star. He could be like Solo, who was always like high up in the ladder, or Chris, who was high up in the ladder and never did anything until like way later for Solo's case. So I just can't bet on that. I'm also here to win, so I'm betting EG.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
usually doesn't do anything positive for me.
Yeah, you bet
Coin
EG a
went
lot.
to
You do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Immortals.
really hard to look at like a Bang, Jizuke, all that kind of roster.
I
and
know,
be like,
it's a good
yeah,
roster.
they're gonna lose.
On paper, it's a good roster. Yeah.
It's
Alright.
always on paper. It's a good roster,
I
but
know.
EG never delivers, man.
One of these
it's,
days.
it's the management and the coaching, guys. You guys like underestimate how big that is. I feel like
I agree with you, and one of
Yeah.
these days I'll learn my lesson. But it's very hard. Paper is.
it is
deceiving.
hard. I agree.
I mean,
Ah,
yeah, I've
yeah.
also lost multiple times, so
You
I
have.
admit it.
It's true.
But I just vote what I believe in.
But then they do something and beat like C9 like last.
Yeah, that was weird. That
Yeah,
was
that's
random.
Weird. That was a
Whatever.
weird. Yeah, it was weird. Okay,
Wasn't a
Alistair,
best
did you
of-
say EG for the coin?
Immortals.
For
Immortals.
the coin,
It was Immortals. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go TSM GG. Come on, guys. That's TSM, right? Who's with
TSM.
me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. Nobody's
I mean,
going.
Golden Guardians went what? They went 5-3 with them last year in playoffs. Do you guys remember that?
Oh, that's
like,
true. But
Yeah,
This
they had
is-
a winning record against them in playoffs. So it's the org, guys. Remember, management. Yeah, I'm going TSM. I don't know what I'm
thank
talking
you.
about.
I don't know.
I was like, what are you
I already wrote
doing?
TSM for you.
How is he gonna end the
I
spot?
know. Kevin, are you TSM? I'm assuming.
It's TSM.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
right.
there's a lot of
Coin's golden.
Come on,
honestly,
guys.
this
Hey,
group
TSM
is literally-
fans.
This group is literally all of TSM's old rivals except for 100 Thieves, and I guess maybe Cloud9. Yeah, Cloud9. Those like all of their recent / old rivals except for Cloud9 is in this
Okay.
group. So,
All
but
right.
GG's gonna lose. I just can't see that.
I will say though, like I kind of just have a feeling TSM's gonna run it super hard in this tournament, and Golden Guardians will win. It'll be one of the craziest, hilarious upsets that like hypes up the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Like
It is
it's
a new
gonna be-
patch.
it'll be highlighted for the rest of the year if Golden Guardians wins this game. By the way, so
I mean,
remember that, guys.
I can't even say with confidence that TSM, like, I'm not that confident. I'm pretty confident, and I want them to win, but I don't feel like I wouldn't bet
They were
like
I
I wouldn't
first
bet like
place.
my house on it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that confident, but okay.
Just think, they're first place last year, and we're not sure if they're gonna beat the 4 rookie team.
This is very sad.
Yeah.
Okay, Alistair, what's the coin
That's
say?
actually true.
Yep.
Huh.
Golden Guardians.
Oh wow, coin is crazy. Okay, C9 versus FlyQuest. I mean, the possibility is that
I mean, this is the first close game. Let's be honest.
yeah,
I think for the most part.
Closer.
Actually, TSM 100 Thieves. So that's not
TSM
true.
100 Thieves, maybe EG Immortals is close to. Yeah,
I
but
think
this
TSM
one
100
is
Thieves
like
closer than this one, but it's
this one's hard. C9 Fly, because it's probably C9, right?
on paper, C9 should win all the games that they're playing.
Yeah. But like,
we have
it's
to remember how
Academy.
C9 closed out the season too. Like they closed out really poorly. Like three of those players played really poorly on that team.
True.
Fudge is an unknown quantity. He's probably good, knowing C9 scouting. And then Perks is hopefully not just competitive. Like we still assume he's still Perks, right? Until we see it play.
Yeah, we're making a lot of assumptions.
Actually, that's a lot. Like for this first tournament before they get synergy,
I think I'm going
I'm worried
Cloud9.
about the bot gap.
The bot
I'm
gap.
worried.
It's Johnson versus Sven. That's
Who's their support again? Diamond, right?
Diamond was.
I think there's
C9
like that
before,
unique
right?
thing where it's like 3 of their players used to be on Cloud9 too. That's why we're hesitant, right? Like, is anybody getting that? Like, when I see like former Cloud9 players play against each other, I'm like, well, I don't know, man. Like, EG had a lot of former Cloud9 players, and they seem to actually do decent into Cloud9 at their height.
A very good point.
Also, C9 has a brand new coach, like Rainover. He's never coached the main team before.
Yeah,
this is true. This is
a big deal.
Good.
For better or for worse, this is not a Reaper team. And I remember the last thing Rainover did to my team. So
Team Liquid.
You know what?
10th place.
I'm going FlyQuest.
Hey!
I know. The more you talk, Mitchell, the more you start like changing my mind. God.
Coin is Cloud9 also, by the way.
I convince people. I'm a manipulator.
Kevin, who are you going?
Voting for Cloud9 because it's Perks versus Palafox.
Yeah, there you go.
I think Perks Blabber could it could be 60-40 to Cloud9, but if Perks Blabber just win the early game, the game's just over from there.
Yep.
I agree. It's just the only lane that I'm confident Cloud9 will win, or position Cloud9 will win, is mid lane.
I'm on the same.
Jose
page
is
with
really
you.
damn good.
Yeah, Jose
He is
Dioda's
really damn
good.
good.
Mm-hmm.
He looked really good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Assuming Licorice isn't running it,
Licorice should be better than Fudge.
like he was at the end of summer.
Yeah.
I think Licorice can win
he was
top.
pretty bad at the end of summer, but I don't know if he's better than Fudge. The reason why we never considered Fudge as a potential sub-in was because he was from OC. We don't know if he's an FBI in top play. I literally don't watch enough Academy to judge it. To be honest.
He was pretty good in
think
Academy.
That's even. I think it's pretty even, but if it's gonna sway one way 1v1, I would say probably Licorice should be my guess. Bot lane, I would favor towards FlyQuest 100%. So.
Yeah,
you have such a hate boner for Sven and Vulcan.
I dislike voting for
No,
C9.
it's not even Vulcan. It's just Sven.
Sven.
He hates Sven so much.
He hates Sven, and Kevin hates Blabber. It's
But I'm voting C9. I very rarely let my hate cloud my vote for it. I voted TSM so many times and was wrong so many times.
They'll do that.
It actually hurt me.
They'll do
that to you.
Okay,
oh
wait.
My God. And the second I changed the vote.
Wait, Mitchell, you did say C9, right? Even though you talked a big game for FlyQuest?
I'm going Cloud9, but I just like to confuse people. I don't know.
That's cool.
Wait, you're going Cloud9?
He's going
Cloud9, yeah. Dude, it's Perks. Come on, guys.
Well. That's why I'm saying, but you just debated our boy Mitchell here.
Yeah. I'm debating everybody.
Alistair, you said FlyQuest. Are you still sticking with
myself.
FlyQuest?
I said FlyQuest.
Okay, he's sticking with that. Okay.
I'm proud of him.
Coin
I love
Cloud9.
Okay,
Can I just say I'm very proud of Alistair for sticking for his I hate Sven.
Hey, man,
I
that's-
don't even hate Sven. I just don't think it's as good as people say he is.
You hate Sven.
You
Come
hate
on.
Sven.
Plus-
It's cool.
I'm not confident
Like I
Sven can
hate
play
Power of
Samira.
Evil, you hate Sven. It's cool. We
Ooh.
got.
Oh.
I don't think
Actually-
Sven can play Samira, and I don't think he can play Kaisa. He
Oh
can
my
play
god.
Jhin, he can play Ashe, but he's not going to play Samira. I don't think he's going to be good on it.
He
Yo.
owns Ezreal. He owns Ezreal.
Yeah, his Ezreal's kind of scuffed too, so I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
I
The
don't
amount of
know.
times he just arcane shifted into people. Oh man,
And
he
now
was
put that on Samira.
Yeah,
oh
that's
god, dude, he was like Jackie Love last year, actually, just arcane shifting forward and dying.
I think
Oh my
that's
god.
gonna. I think overall this is gonna be a good match to watch, like the 100 Thieves TSM one. I think this is also gonna be one of those games that'll be very interesting to see, just because of all the ex Cloud9 players. All right, let's keep moving. What about Immortals Dignitas Snooze? I'm gonna say Immortals for this one.
It's a tough one too. I mean, it's like bottom of the table scraps. I think I'm going Immortals. I just have a soft spot for Immortals because I really like Insanity. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. He
Yeah,
was just
I'm
playing
I'm
off
gonna stick with that.
What Immortals?
Immortals.
Are you Immortals, Alice? Okay, Immortals.
He was
Kevin?
playing off meta last year. That was so cool. He played Karthus mid.
That's true. That was pretty sweet.
That was pretty cool.
I always like that. I have respect for
Yeah.
that.
I respect it.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Immortals too for Xerxes, just to pay respect to Xerxes and see how his jungling might shape our league.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Dignitas though, they got
Here's
Dardoch,
another
Fake
side
Gods,
question.
Ligo.
Here's another side question
Not
for
excited.
just this week. Will we see any junglers outside of Graves, Lilia?
Nidalee.
I don't think we'll see in Italy.
I mean, I think we'll see Nidalee. I think we'll
it depends
definitely
on
see
who
it
they're
banned
watching.
against
Because Nidalee
Spica.
was the second most picked in LPL.
Yeah,
and
he's-
LPL is the
yeah.
one
Nidalee's
league that's
been
played
picked a
so
lot.
far.
Spica
He's
will
second most picked
100%
behind Graves.
play Nidalee or have it banned against
That's
him.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Spica.
think we'll see
Yeah.
Olaf?
Yeah, we'll see
Okay.
Olaf.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Olaf is good.
Xerxes
I think we'll see
is
Olaf.
an Olaf one trick.
That's just
I'm curious if we'll
random
see
aside.
Pantheon after the anti dive or the anti turret
yeah.
nerf.
That's true.
We'll
That's a
see
big nerf to
Pantheon.
me.
I think we'll see
Really?
Pantheon. I think we'll see Pantheon mid,
will.
maybe. Yeah.
Pantheon
Okay.
mid
Oh, I
is
meant in
definitely-
jungle. I meant in
We're
jungle.
still gonna. I
Oh,
think
in
we still
jungle.
see him support.
Yeah, I think we
Okay,
might
yeah.
still
I
support
think
too.
we're gonna see him support.
Yeah,
Pantheon
'cause
is like
it was never
one of
really
the
used to like just dive turret in bot lane.
Yeah.
He's
It's
way
a
better at
one-shot. Like, you
killing
can still
people
see
now.
Pantheon
Yeah.
Samira.
Yeah, exactly. Pantheon Samir, Pantheon Swain. God, Sven's gonna play
Hey,
Swain bot lane.
Samir Maokai. I'm just saying, Maokai is probably going to see play in support.
That's
We're gonna
true.
see a lot of Maokai. Maokai
It was
has
terrorizing
priority.
my solo or not my solo queue, my normals, and I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, dude. I haven't played it. Who
Uh,
was I playing it with? I
hey.
changed Alistair's mind with it. He's like,
Yeah.
Maokai support's not good. And then I played it with him. Changed his
LPL's
mind. Yeah.
LPL's first rounding Maokai.
Careful there.
So.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I only saw when I tuned in. I saw a few Maokai games. I was like, "Wow, that's weird." And then
It's,
I didn't know it was being first rounded.
The one of the, I think Danwon Gaming series, it was they would do Samira Alistair and the counter pick would be Kaisa Maokai because Maokai is a decent counter pick to Alistair because you can queue his combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's move on then. CLG versus 100 Thieves.
100 Thieves.
Oh, coin went dig.
Oh,
Ooh, coin went dig.
Okay.
Coin went dig.
Interesting.
Coin is crazy.
All right, so
And bad.
100
Mine
Thieves.
doesn't like coaching.
100 Thieves versus CLG. Anybody gonna say CLG?
No.
No,
Okay.
no.
Not even the
No,
coin.
No,
Wow.
no.
Okay.
Nice.
Not even the coin.
Not even the coin.
You
Even
know,
the-
Mitchell,
even the
you say
coin
the
is
coin is crazy, but the coin was the first to pick up on the downfall of Cloud9 last split.
That's
so
Oh
That
my
is true.
god.
I
They
do
predicted
remember commenting on that.
did.
We were like, "Why the hell would they predict Cloud9 to lose these matchups?"
Yeah.
They predicted the FlyQuest series and the TSM series to
Mhm.
not go to Worlds,
Mhm.
man. That was
Holy
insane.
moly!
I can't believe it. I can't believe that happened, guys. That was last year.
the coin's too big brain.
Okay, final day. First matchup is Mortals versus C9. C9, yes?
Yeah, I'm going C9.
I think
yeah,
that's a
I'm
little
going
yeah,
C9.
easier.
Yeah.
To,
I think that's
to
C9.
talk about. Okay, so
Yeah.
C9. What's the coin
C9.
say?
One sec. And coin is IMT.
Ooh.
Uh,
Bad coin.
oh, this matchup is kind of interesting. Team Liquid versus 100 Thieves.
This is a tough
This
one.
is going to be a fun
Wow.
bot lane to watch.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be liquid. Anyways,
Of
I
course.
love that. I like how he's
I think it's gonna be liquid too.
Yeah, I think it's
It's
liquid.
just, I think it's less of a skill disparity, even though like on paper or whatever, Team Liquid has like really good players.
Yeah.
But it's just like the matchup, right? Because we saw TSM, they went first place last year, but Golden Guardians got really close to beating TSM twice in a row, and then Team Liquid absolutely annihilated Golden Guardians,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's like a
it
matchup
wasn't
disparity.
close. Although their bot lane did beat Liquid's bot lane. In
Yeah,
at
their
least
bot lane
three,
beat, yeah.
two of the matches at least. Like
Yeah.
pretty hard. But I'm with Santorin as a jungler, I think they're in a little bit of trouble. Santorin was able to make Turtle look like Turtle was back or something at points. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Santorin was really good last year. Really, really good. Like eons ahead of Broxa. So I think it's gonna be Team Liquid.
Okay.
remember, Liquid's basically been inted on for like a whole season and a half.
Yeah. First double lift and then Broxa.
First double and then Broxa and double and Broxa.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Broxa and Visa issues. Name a more iconic duo. Yeah.
Broxa's counter.
I feel bad for him though.
League
that's
and
not his
NBA
fault.
references.
That's right. That's true.
It's literally every podcast you do one.
I've been waiting for it.
I made one earlier.
All right.
Already.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's the coin?
I'm Liquid. Coin is 100T.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh. God, I hope we
Almost
get
a
some
split
upsets
death.
though. I really want a ton of upsets.
Okay. Evil Geniuses versus Dignitas.
I think I'm just going EG.
EG.
Yeah, I'm just going EG. Yeah. If
Yeah,
EG doesn't win
EG.
this, like they're just bad guys. Like Impact is washed.
No amount of talent can help their League of Legends organization because EG has a
Yeah.
good track record in a lot of games. Like, it's really surprising how terrible they've been.
Yeah.
It might be the coaching, it might be the investment. I remember Liquid was terrible until they started actually investing into League of Legends.
Millions of dollars, yeah.
Millions of dollars, Disney money.
Yeah, straight
Holy moly.
bank. Yeah.
All right, Alistair. What's your call on this one?
I'm EG, and so is the coin.
All right.
Finally, the coin
EG it
agrees
is.
with us. Come on, coin. Okay.
I hope we're all wrong on everything.
TSM versus CLG. Come on, TSM fans.
Do we need to talk about this one, really?
Dude, CLG all the way. Come on.
Their jungler is wiggly, bro.
Wait, I will say that all of these tournaments like Kespa Cup and these Demacia Cup, they're always full of upsets. People just try random stuff because it's the beginning of the season. It's the best time to test. And that's when we saw like ESC ever like win Kespa Cup against like SKT and then like go 8th or something in the regular season.
You know,
so all of these could be upsets. Like there's actually a lot of room
beat
for
us. All things considered.
I mean, it has on occasion done it. With all that being said, it's TSM. I mean, I'm not gonna CLG. There's no amount of magic in the world that can make me vote on CLG.
What do you mean, no amount of magic? It's the dead rivalry, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say that this
say,
CLG is very different from the old CLG. There's a lot more talent on it.
You might be able to convince me if they had Finn and Broxa.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
But they have Wiggly
but they
and
don't.
Solo.
Wow.
And it's just Wiggly that worries me. I think Solo can do well, but Wiggly, I don't know if he's had a good game in the last 2 years.
Wiggly has beaten TSM in the last year. They beat them last year. Wiggly beat TSM literally last year.
You're not convincing me this time. No amount of talking, no amount of smooth talking is convincing me this time, Mitchell.
I will also say we haven't talked about it at all.
Roster? Let me check.
It's Solo,
Turtle,
Wiggly,
Smoothie,
Belter, Turtle, Smoothie. It's
also Turtle has a really good and Solo have a really good track record into TSM. Like they really do.
Are we forgetting that it's Lost and Sword Art in the bot lane? Like I know Sword Art isn't actually like a god tier support. He's not like the whatchamacallit, like the Mings of the world or whatever. But like he's good. He's still
he's
for
really
any
good.
standards, he's quite good. There is definitely I think he's much better than Smoothie at least, and it's probably good enough to get Lost across the finish line. If Lost is just like discount FBI or as good as FBI, because we never get a good idea on Lost.
Yeah,
I thought he was good when I saw him, but he was on a terrible team.
was on Echo Fox. Yeah, that was rough. I'm just trying to throw chaos into the air, guys.
You're saying
Yeah,
I'm
I
just trying to throw
figured
some
because
chaos.
we're all gonna go CLG. We're all gonna go CLG here, right?
Yeah. CLG.
Especially League Dad, of course.
Yeah, you're going
Yeah.
CLG, right?
No,
Okay, I'm going
absolutely not.
TSM.
TSM.
I'm going TSM.
Not even the coin believes in CLG here. Like,
Come on,
I'm going
guys.
TSM.
TSM.
I want
What are-
CLG to win though. It'd be so fucking
All right,
funny.
guys. I'll watch.
It would be
I'll watch
hilarious.
those.
It would be
I'll watch
so
that
funny.
game and the TSM GG game with y'all. Okay, because we're all TSM
All right.
fans there.
Yeah. All right, we can watch TSM.
Last matchup of the week is Golden Guardians versus Team Liquid. Should be-
Yeah, it's gonna
Team
be
Liquid,
Team
right?
Liquid.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna meme on this
It'll be
one. It's
Liquid.
just depressing. Yeah.
I just Golden Guardians. I wish they invested more in this league because they like picked up.
They
a
lost
good
money, man.
team last
They
year. And they
couldn't.
just sold it.
Yeah,
sold
COVID.
it.
Yeah.
COVID,
Their basketball
man.
team.
Their basketball team.
I mean,
there
their
was a
basketball team was
report-
bad before COVID too.
They lost a
True.
lot of money. Yeah, and oh gosh. Okay, another NBA.
Bro, I moved to
reference.
Cali waiting for some Golden State Warriors hype, and then they just burned to the ground, and I was like, huh.
It's a curse of Golden
That's
State,
unfortunate.
man. Yeah.
Literally burned to the ground.
Yeah.
California.
Oh, God,
we're all
it's
going
double
to
up.
here. Let me flip the
Yeah.
I
coin.
didn't even mean for that. I swear I didn't mean for that.
He's more boomer than he thought.
Let him rest.
Oh my God, let him rest.
I know. What's the
All right,
coin?
coins Golden Guardians.
Hey,
Idiot.
Hey,
Pog.
there's one I think the coin has to be wrong.
Komodo
on, right?
hype. Hey.
I can't wait to see our first.
PogChamp is dead.
So,
Komodo
Vita, you
hype shall
record our
rise.
predictions on a piece of paper, right?
I sure do, because I'm old like that.
If you
Nice.
ever could like take a picture of it and like put it in that like a still or somewhere, just so that like people could reference it. It'd
All right,
be
y'all gotta
really
see.
easy.
Y'all
Or
gotta
at
see
least-
my ugly. I'll
Or
post
just send it
Make
in
a-
chat. Honestly, I just want to see
make it a
everyone's
text
predictions
channel
while I'm
in
watching
the
the games.
Discord. Same.
All right.
Same.
I
I like that. I like that. I
Predictions.
want to be held accountable.
Yeah.
I mean, we do
Also-
hold each
yeah.
other accountable after the tournament. But
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, just put a text channel in the Discord.
Yeah, if you guys are listening, check out our Discord. I'll put the links in the YouTube video and the descriptions and Twitter and all of that. So feel free to join, check that out, say hi, play some games. I know we're always down for ARAM. I'm down for rank flex. I can
Don't play
carry,
ranked with him.
I
Yeah.
could carry. I carry Mitchell all the time.
boost.
I will say that yes, I do need a duo boost.
He'll
League
pay
Dad
with
is-
basketball jokes.
And dad jokes.
I played League with
Yeah.
League Dad in the Rip Viewer. He's actually quite good.
Thank you, Kevin. My man, right?
Yeah,
here.
he's
See?
pretty good for a silver player. I agree.
Yeah, it's true.
It is just decidedly hard to carry when you're playing support.
Well,
And
that's why I'm
jungle's
switching.
Also hard.
I am switching to jungle, but nobody.
Yeah,
listens to the jungle.
I don't jungle when I
plays
play in silver.
Yumi.
By the way, when I play in silver, I actually switch to mid or top because it's much easier to carry there.
Yeah.
No, jungle is so easy to carry in silver. Just like
No,
Kill people,
the jungle's
man.
on fire, man. Oh, okay.
Just
My
run
playstyle
around-
isn't just kill people.
just
That's
run
why.
around,
Yeah.
kill people. It's so easy. They're dumb. They don't ward.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I
what
just don't have an
happens every
aggressive
time we
style.
queue me, you, Mitchell, and Alistair? What do we always say?
Oh yeah, Alistair carry us,
Alistair has to
please.
carry us, please. And
Please
Mitchell
carry
always
us.
says, "Sorry guys, I might end this game," and he ends
I'm
up like
ending.
smurfing. No, yeah, right. You do well.
I'll just pick some troll shit.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, you've got some interesting builds. Anyways, is there anything else you guys want to say about going back to the games? Is there anything else you guys want to say about the games? That was it. That was all the predictions.
Yeah,
but
I have a sweeping thing I'm gonna say probably at the end of every podcast.
all right.
We have a
Mhm.
lot of rookies in the league, guys. We got to be patient. A lot of new people. Don't flame them on Twitter.
Screw
Don't
that!
flame them in Reddit chat. Like, just they're gonna run it down, right? This is a lock-in tournament. They're playing from
Heck
home.
no.
It's the first time playing ever for a lot of these rookies. We asked for more rookies this year. If you flame them, it's
That's
not gonna
true.
happen again. We're gonna
Okay.
get a bunch of boomers.
But if C9 does bad out the gate, I'm flaming him. Come on.
Yeah. Oh no,
Okay.
flame
Oh,
C9.
I mean,
they don't
I
have
will,
rookies.
I will flame their playstyle with the caveat that I also expect them to improve throughout the season. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna say, like, hey, Fudge just ran it down. Like I don't know why
That's
they picked
fine.
him up.
Okay.
I hope
If
he gets
Fudge-
better. He will
Yeah.
probably.
If Fudge runs it down in this lock-in tournament, I'm not going to be sad at all.
Okay.
As long as Perks plays well. If Perks plays like shit, I'm flaming the crap out of him. But
Yep.
Yeah,
Like-
Perks doesn't get a
TSM?
new player pass.
yeah,
Big price
Not at
tag.
all.
Yeah, TSM, TL, and Cloud9, they don't get a flame pass. The rest
Yeah,
of the
they
teams do.
yeah. Except Fudge.
Actually,
Fudge
100
gets a
Thieves
little
don't
bit.
either.
Yeah, 100 Thieves
100
doesn't.
Thieves don't get a flame pass either.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope. Not even a little bit.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little.
Neither
I
does
love that
EG or CLG either. EG or CLG get no flame pass at
Oh,
all.
yeah, you're right. You're
If
right.
they play bad, I'm flaming the crap out of them. You bought 5 veterans and you're not even gonna make it to Worlds.
I like that.
Yeah,
You're
like,
gonna end
that's
up
like the
6th
late
place.
pass. That's like the most boring, like safe move you could do, right? But if they
It's
can't
not a
even make it
safe
out
move.
with
It's a bad move.
Yeah, it's not even a
Straight
safe, it's a
up.
bad move.
You spent more money than the orgs below you, but what's the difference between 7th place and 10th place? You still don't go to Worlds.
Yeah.
You barely make it far in playoffs. It's just a bad move, man.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Yeah,
with that.
I don't.
Well,
Why are you
I don't
buying?
know
Why
how
are you buying
I don't
these
know what
people?
those sponsor talks are like for those 7th place teams, but I don't think
Yeah,
I
they
don't
would be
imagine
better
it's
off
great.
going to pick up a player from like Master or Grandmaster.
maybe
100%.
maybe one of those teams can pick
I thought you were gonna
us
say
up as
like
their-
pick up an Overwatch team or something. Like,
Pick up an
dude,
Overwatch.
don't go there.
Oh gosh, yikes! That would be desperation right there. Holy crap. Okay.
Oh, my God.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up. I think we've got it in the bag. I'm excited to watch the games. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to email us at the allinpodcast lol@gmail.com, or you could tweet us at the allinpodcast. I want to thank my co-hosts once again, Mitchell, Kevin, Alistair. Alistair's got something.
You should follow League of Lotus on Twitter to watch Mitchell play.
Hey,
And
don't watch
Alistair.
Alistair. No, watch
Alistair.
me.
Okay. Hey, send me that
I'm just kidding. Watch
info
him.
too again, Alistair. I'll put it in the description.
Yeah,
all
I'll
that
just send
stuff.
it in the chat right now.
Join the Discord, guys. We'd love to have you. It's just fun talking and playing League, flaming each other on the game. I'll take it. It's fine. I'm used to it. But that's it. Thanks again. Tell your friends if you think they'll like this League of Legends podcast. But until next time, enjoy your climb on the Rift. Try not to be too toxic, and we'll see you all on the next episode. Peace.